That's called True Grit. It's 7:37 at JBK in Detroit now. Thank you so much for digging Radio 15. This is Lee Sims, 73 degrees. Wind is still northwest at 10 miles an hour. Humidity is 100%. It's got to be. It's raining. It's coming down in a big city. Streets are wet. Drive carefully. I understand there's been a few minor accidents on the freeways, so look out for those too. What's your reason for buying land? They'll even include membership in your own private beach and boat club, so make your move right now. Call Woodward 5 or 205-973-65. 03942-178. 695470. Woodward 25010. If the lines are busy, wait a moment. Call again. That's Woodward 25010. Should wash my mouth out with soap.
Aren't you glad you used I?
That's where the buck stops. It's 7:42 at JBK in Detroit. 742, still 73 degrees. The wind is northwest at 10 miles an hour, and raining all over the city. If it's not raining where you are, you're a freak of some sort because it's coming down. I went to the thing yesterday, the pigeon race, the annual Farmington Founders Day pigeon race, and my bird was in the lead. I had a pigeon with my name on it. It was a media thing. People from radio and television and newspaper and advertising agency and things like that. And those people, as a rule, aren't my kind of people because I can't identify with them. They wear suits and ties and they drink a lot and they laugh and they socialize. And I was never a socializer. And so yesterday I just kind of stood around and looked dumb because all of those people know everybody, and I don't know. You ever go to a party of strangers and just kind of stand there, right? Well, okay, and they come up once in a while and they say, "Hey, how are you?" "Fine, thank you. How you doing? You want a drink?" "No, thanks, I don't drink." "What do you mean you don't drink?" "I don't drink, man." "Sure you drink. Everybody drinks." "Hey, he doesn't drink." "Lee doesn't drink, guys." And they come and they make fun of you. I have done a few things, however, that they haven't done. I ate the sun once in California. I said, "Did you ever eat the sun?" "No, man, eat the sun. What are you, some kind of freak?" "Nope." So anyway, it was like that all morning long. And my bird, when we finally released the pigeons, was in the lead, but a hawk got it, killed it. Sad, because it was in the lead all the way, and I would have won and put them all down. But the bird got it, the hawk. So, c'est la vie. You're more of a woman than anyone I've ever known. He, obviously, is not more of a man than anybody she has ever known. Or he wouldn't sit there talking about it. He'd pull over to the side of the road. That's John Stewart at JBK Detroit at 746 now. A little wishful thinking. 746, page 3, Detroit Free Press was brought to my attention that the editor of the South End, the Wayne State controversial newspaper, was arrested. She's 19 years old, right? Cheryl McCall is her name. Carol, I'm ashamed of you, hon. Trying to buy alcohol at the Alcove Lounge at 5019 Woodward using falsified identification. The South End is that paper. They were having so much trouble getting printed. And Keistu is the president of Wayne State. Objections, he raised objections and cut off their funds so the paper couldn't be printed, but they printed it anyway. And it was really, I read the paper. I got it from a chick on the street. I gave her $25 for the paper. And then she hit me up for a donation, so I gave her another $1. So I paid $1.25 for the newspaper, which is okay, because I'm a consumer-type establishment person, and I make a lot of bread, so I help them out, right? But I'm really surprised at you, Cheryl, for trying to buy alcohol on a falsified identification, because in the newspaper, they are knocking everything in the world that the establishment stands for. And the guy in there, what's his name, man? The cat with the long hair and the beard. I can't remember his name, but he's got the center spread. He's out of his mind. He's got to be. Just absolutely crazy. And they were knocking everything that the establishment stood for and saying that drinking alcohol was bad and smoking cigarettes was bad. Of course, they didn't say about smoking anything else, which is okay with me, man, because I've been known to, do a Tareyton once in a while. As a matter of fact, every day. Anyhow, I don't know what they're going to do with Miss McCall, but I know what I would do with Miss McCall if I had the chance. 19, a little old for me, but make an exception in her case, because she's not bad. Got dirty eyes.
Free.
Like it. Ooh, I'm free. And that's called I'm Free. The westbound is a traffic advisory from the police department. A westbound forward one lane due to flooding and construction. East and westbound traffic at the interchange is slow due to flooding, all right? Like that. 751 at JBK in Detroit. I don't know if you're familiar with the South End newspaper controversy at Wayne State or not, but Cheryl McCall is 19 years old and she's a student there, kind of. And President William R. Keast is the head man, the leader of the pack, so to speak. And this girl wanted to print a newspaper calling for the overthrow of everything. Everything, right? Just not a few things, but everything that means anything to President William R. Keast. And the girl got very excited about it when Keast said, hey, man, you can't print this newspaper because you're calling for everything that I am against. And you are against everything that I'm for, so I'm going to cut the subsidy on the newspaper and not allow you to print it, which is perfectly fine. That's Jim Dandy, because it's a guy's newspaper. It belongs to the college, and the college is paying for it, so why should he allow this girl to go and cut down everything that he stands for? And she got very excited about it when Keast said, hey, man, we're not going to pay for the newspaper, which was faulty reasoning on her part. I mean, I dug the newspaper, and I dig what it stands for, but I think they go about it the wrong way. Maybe wrong, have been wrong on occasion, but I don't think so. But she's really got groovy eyes, hasn't she? Look at those eyes. Man, I dig them. I love chicks with dirty eyes. You know, not dirty physically, they just look a little like Theda Bara. Love her. 7:52.
There's something fishy going on at the Elias Brothers restaurant.
Free press.
Oh.
For home delivery, call 222-6500 or the Free Press office in your area.
7:54 at JBK in Detroit with Lee Sims. Rain is falling. Wind southwest at 10. 73 degrees. High today, mid-80s. Judy Collins.
I woke up, it was a joke.
Rain is coming down here in the big city. 7:57 at JBK Detroit with Lee Sims. 73 degrees.
The Scrambler, American Motors' newest super sport. At Village Rambler in Birmingham, this hottest of hot cars, the Scrambler will put you with the performers. Only 1,500 Scramblers have been built by American Motors for all the United States.
9 at WJBK AM and FM in Detroit. I'm Lee Sims, and today's a good day for Jose Feliciano. All the leaves are brown.
All the leaves are brown.
And forgiving is divine and all that other nonsense. I don't guess it's nonsense because I've forgiven a few. Of course, I broke some guy's leg because he ran into me yesterday, and I forgive him. So we'll have to see what Mrs. O'Hare says about that, huh? Everything else seems to be all right, though. Agnew takes on new fight, and like that. That's just about it, man. There's nothing going on in the newspaper today. I thought there'd be some pretty heavy things, too, because of what was going on. It's a Friday. Joe Fall's column is just unforgivable. As he says, it's unforgettable. It's 8:11 at JBK in Detroit, 74 degrees. And I think the Tigers playing Cleveland tonight. Is that right? It's going to be a gay time in Port Huron, fellas. Might want to run up. Check that out. Dionne Warwick, speaking of God.
Mother told me.
And that's the news as Carl Cederberg and I see it for WJBK AM and FM in Detroit.
FM in Detroit, I'm Lee Sims.
In the year 2525, if man...
Won't let it happen. It's 8:33 at JBK Detroit with Lee Sims. Still 67 degrees. The rain has stopped in some parts of the city now, but the streets are still wet, so if you're coming to work, drive carefully. It's a sale, a limited sale, limited to July only, and after July, that price goes up. I'm talking about choice lots over 1/4 of an acre in size at Houghton Lake Forest Estate.